Just came up from Seven Oaks. Really quiet down there. A lot of the dozers are gone. I'm not sure where they went to. Yesterday that was the beehive of activity. Today they were airdropping. Air attack was working on the far slope across Santa Ana River. They were working below Arrowbear. I could hear them, but the valley's so choked with smoke you can't see. So I'm gonna head back to Angelus Oaks. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and go running springs over to Arrowbear. Maybe end up in Big Bear. I even went down 109 toward Bear Creek to see if we could see some of the fire, but it's down low. You can see a little distance, but no fire there, so that's good. It's not over there by Camp Radford. Camp Sky Meadow's good. Seven Oaks is good. Oh, what else? Everything over this way. I'm by the Boy Scout camp up here on Highway 38. Will J. Reed. So we'll get going here. I'm gonna head back to Angelus Oaks. I may lose you in the switchbacks up here. Just hang on. It may drop a couple times. Well, there's somebody back over in there. So just hang tight if I lose you. Yeah, what else? The scanner's gone quiet. It's pretty much some hand crews, out working, some dozers. The dozers were down there on the west side of Seven Oaks. I didn't go down that far that way. They were still cutting line over there.
Commission uniform.
All the camps up here, Barton Flats, they're all good. All the church camps and Boy Scout camp. The threat is it's burning toward Big Bear, Bluff Lake, over by Arrowbear. It's on that slope over there.
Understood.
That's Cheeks Lake Road West right here. The last fire map I saw about noon showed it about 2 miles from Big Bear. Basically, it's underneath Arrowbear. If you know where Arrowbear is, Still Valley. It's on this side of the ridge by Arrowbear. But from here, it's across the valley. Santa Ana River is in that valley to my right. It's across the river. It jumped the river a couple days ago. That's a repeater identifying itself. Every hour they have to do Morse code identifier. FCC rule. And if you know Diddy Bop, it'll be like KD 6443 or something. That's the call sign of the repeater. They have to be licensed by the FCC. I used to know Diddy Bop Morse code, but God, that was years ago when I was in the military. I could probably tell you about 4 letters. I know SOS, and back then we had to know, God, what was it, 15 words per minute? 30 words per minute? The smoke is not as bad as yesterday here. It's still bad, but not. Yesterday was really bad. And if you had noticed, this east side of 38, like from Angelus Oaks over to Onyx Peak, it used to be Verizon cell over here. They sold it to AT&T. I got 2 phones, so I had to switch one phone to AT&T to keep working 38.
We're going to be call 4.
So that's something to think about. If you're up here a lot, got a cabin or something, if you notice your cell went to crap, and you got Verizon, that's why. You could do like I did. I got a second phone, which gets expensive. Or say the wife's got a phone or the kid, maybe switch one of them to Verizon. I'm sorry, ATT. Switch to A. If you want it to work over here, you're going to need ATT. We'll get up here and look back across at Middle Control Road. We'll see if we can see any flame. The whole valley, though, is just choked with smoke. I even got up on the hello spot behind Angelus Oaks in we couldn't see them. It's just too much smoke. It dropped fire and kind of to keep it off the town there. It was right behind the restaurant. It came down the ridge from 1N12 from Thomas Hunting Ground. That's one thing I haven't heard if Thomas Hunting Grounds are like a camping area. There's Camp Cedar Falls. Does anybody know if the campground there at Thomas Hunting Grounds, did that make it? I need to ask somebody. I forgot. It's a yellow post site, I believe. Last time I was there it's gotten kind of, I used to camp there, but 30, 40 years ago, but it's a popular four-wheel drive trail, but the partiers going down the meth heads, it's God, I've seen them pull up with big. If you're wanting to go to sleep at 9 o'clock and you're like a hiker or a hunter, that better be ready for the partiers.
Fire was put out prior to them leaving. We're checking everything, make sure there's no active fire or things like that. You can cancel the other one.
And Running Springs, I hear, is doing a lot better. I'm trying to look down here to see if we can. I don't think we're going to be able to see the fire. Last time I tried to do it, and there's just too much smoke.
Brush 8, copy.
Okay, here's the turnout. Or no, wait. We still got another couple switchbacks. The air attack today was working below Arrow Bear on that slope, south slope of Arrow Bear. That's over where Deep Creek starts, that pond there that they have. Deep Creek starts. Yeah, I may lose you a little bit of these switchbacks. Once I get around these switchbacks, they'll be good.
F-150, flight 135-860. If you left your keys in the vehicle, and lastly, maybe the address of 394 Victor. Further at the time, you don't have to make that anymore.
Anybody else have any news for? If you got news, I can't. My other phone doesn't work up here, so I haven't been able to check my news. If you got, I saw where they charged him 9 counts, I think, of arson or whatever. Oh, there's some fire up there. You see that? over the top of those trees. That looks like over by Running Springs. We'll get down here at turnout and we can look that way. That looked like a really pretty far away. I'm on heading back to Angelus Oaks. On to Seven Oaks, and it was pretty quiet. They did a lot of prep work over here. Here's a couple dozers here. I need to eat I got some chicken strips from that Rams gas station in Menton. Well, those are damn. I ate one, but I need to eat. That was my supper. Need to have a couple more. I got some of that frozen coffee. That was damn good. I hate hot coffee when it's hot, so I started drinking the cold. What do you call it? You can get them at Panera. Any coffee place doesn't. There was a dozer here. Yeah, that was a dozer. Looks like more dozers have come in now. But I think there's some dozers over there.
They're on the way.
See that way after that white light? That's a dozer. They run really super bright lights so they can see. There's a dozer over there cutting. That would be a little north of Angelus Oaks. Let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if I can. Where'd the... I don't know if you can see him there. If you see big white lights up on the side of the mountain, it's usually a dozer. And it looks like a single dozer maybe. I mean, that's on the side of a mountain. Sometimes these guys roll down. I mean, those boys, they're slap crazy. At night, you can't see real good. I used to work on the radios for them, and then they roll and they just crush the antennas. I was always telling them, don't roll it. Because it was, the old dozers were really tight. They were real small cabs, no air conditioning. And I'm big, I'm 6 foot. And to crawl into one was like, they had to stuff me in it to fix it. The radio or the speaker or whatever. So I hated working on those. The newer ones are bigger. You can move around in them. They got air conditioning. They use a headset for the radios. And luckily, they didn't get hurt too bad. I don't think they got hurt when they rolled them. They got like a full roll cage. It's like 1/4-inch plate. Because that was the bear about working on was we had to get through that 1/4-inch plate to mount the antenna. We had special antennas for the 1/4-inch plate. He's going to town. They're cutting brake. See, the fire's out in front of us. Kind of my 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, but it's on the other side. But it's on this side too, over here behind Angelus Oaks. If it hooks back around this way, that's why he's cutting line here to protect Angelus Oaks. Any other news? I don't know if my other phone works here or not. If not, I'm going to head down the... Let me see if my other phone works. When I did the update this morning, it was... let's see if I got servers. I don't think I do. Well, maybe I do. I do. See what they've updated it. I think it's the same number from this morning. 37,000 acres, 589. Containment's 21%. I was looking at it. It went up, I want to say 400 acres from the day before. So they're starting to get a handle on some of the areas. Yeah, the cooler weather helped. Somebody was on my live feed earlier and was saying Sunday the weather, we're going to get some wind. Damage inspection teams are working in the area to identify damaged or destroyed structures. So they must have lost. I know there's one in Running Springs they lost. Whether that was this, those numbers are from 5 o'clock today. Today's the 12th, right? Yeah. Those numbers I just gave you are from 5 o'clock. So looking at this morning, it was 207. Let me look at yesterday's. But they're doing a lot of updates, like every couple hours. They're updating the acreage. Before they weren't doing that. Hi, whoever waved. Somebody would have waved. Anyway, it's pretty quiet over here east of Angelus Oaks. The fires across this drainage, this valley in front of me is the St. Anna River drainage. I need to measure when I get home. It's about 4 miles across the other side. The fire's over there. Where that Dozer's on this side. There's fire on this side too, but the big run that's going toward Big Bear is across the valley. We can't see it. I saw a little bit of fire, but the smoke's blocking a lot of it. You can't. Occasionally you get a peak when the smoke clears. But that's about it from up here. Tomorrow I'm going to probably head up 3:30 and then cut across. There's another. Is that a Dozer? There may be a couple Dozers over there. Yeah, look, or it's either a pickup. If you want to see Running Springs, Vinny, VP Photography, he posted a video to our group. Shows Running Springs. They firemen were on the buildings. It freaked me out when I first saw it. Oh shit, they lost the buildings. It was like the hardware store, but what they were doing was they put Phos-Chek all over the ground and on the buildings. They were on the roof washing it off. And at first I thought they was on fire, but then Benny said no, they're doing a nice favor. They're washing that pink stuff off all the buildings. That looks like 2 Dozers. Or is that a pickup? That could be a pickup. But that right one is definitely a Dozer. See how bright he is? So it's looking a lot better in Running Springs. Right now, I would say the biggest thing is this fire making a run toward Big Bear. They said it was last map I saw 2 miles from Big Bear Dam, Big Bear area. So, and what is Sunday? We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, hopefully they can get enough line cut and it'll lay down enough. Hopefully before Sunday, when that wind kicks up, though, this is going to smolder for a long time. The wind it's game on with the wind. That's going to be bad news if there's wind event coming. I haven't seen the weather forecast. Ben's Weather, if you want to see the best mountain forecast, Ben's, BENS weather.com. He's the mountain guy up here. He works with SoCalMountains.com. He's got the best weather. It's a little different weather up here. And the weather bug I use and weather.com, they don't quite have the localized info, the good stuff. And because the weather wraps around these mountains, the storms. Ben's Weather, if you're going hiking up here or fishing or whatever, check Ben's Weather. And SoCal Mountains, SOCAL Mountains.com, they're out of Big Bear. Craig and Benny's part of them.
9464 Golf heads over to Romeo. I'll bring you down.
They've got a bulletin
Back in
board.
here at DP70.
They've got a bulletin board. They got webcams on all the ski resorts. What else? Oh, they got a scanner, bigbearscanner.com. If you want to listen to the traffic, like I got my own scanner here, but they've got a feed, an online feed. bigbearscanner.com. Let's see what else is there. Those guys, they really, if you can donate them some money, those guys do a hell of a job on the mountain info, webcams, weather. They got a bulletin board. It's the HTML bulletin board. It's not a Facebook group. It's SoCalMountains.com. But they have, if you want to see the traffic, they'll give you estimated times to come up the mountain. If you're a skier, they got a nice little sidebar thing that has estimated time. It'll have a green or yellow or red light, and it'll give you the time, like from Redlands to Big Bear. So you can kind of judge which way you want to go and how bad the traffic is. Really good resource. Can't say enough about them. And if you can donate them, throw them $5, $10. They got a donate PayPal link, and you can. I think you can. No, you can't sell them, or maybe you can. But I know times are tough. But if you can ship them $5, that helps. You know, it runs their servers, webcams, and I think that's it from here. Anybody got any questions? Or I don't think we've had any comments. Honey Val waved. I think that was it. Anybody got any questions or requests?
Right now, if we back up a little more and the dozer can get off the road right there, I think that'd be a good spot.
Right on.
Yeah, it gets quiet up here at night. The day shift goes home, and these guys, the dozer crews and even hand crews will be out there. If I turned my motor off, you'd probably hear the dozer and the chainsaws going. I think they've moved these dozers over. I know there was some down on Clark's Grade. They were talking about Clark's Grade. Some of them were over there. How is Tockwitz? Everything's good over here, Glenn, on 38. The fire's, across the valley, and they got it. The fire over here by Angelus Oaks, that's what we're looking at. That dozer, that light you see is a dozer out here. I'm in the turnout at Middle Control Road. I'm looking west. That's that road that goes up. I think that's 1 and 12 there. He's working off 1 and 12. There's some, the guy looks like he's out of his dozer. Where's my binoculars?
Hoping there's only one dozer.
Looks like he climbed out to look at something. That's could have sworn I saw. Yeah, they're outside looking at something. He's looking down the slope. Maybe checking out a rock or something. He's got to go around. They're cutting line to keep the fire off Angelus Oaks. But Glenn, you're good. I just went down to Seven Oaks. I went around Jinx Lake yesterday. Everything's good. A lot of cops patrolling. I've seen a few people sitting with shotguns, so the looters, it'd be the wrong place to come try and loot. A lot of cops everywhere, and federal cops, wardens. I saw Barstow cops up here. I saw chippies. Tons of sheriff. What else did I see up here? I mean, every time I turn around, there's a cop going by. So they're definitely patrolling it and keeping an eye on everything. There was one thing. There was a tent down by Alpine Meadows, Camp Alpine Meadows. I'm not sure about that tent. I meant to ask some people. It was a big tent set up there. Nobody was around. I don't know if the guy had to evacuate and didn't get his tent. If anybody needs that tent brought down, let me know. I can tear it down and put it in my truck and bring it down. There may be a guy living there. He didn't evacuate. Not living there, but camp there. I should probably go back by there and leave a note, see if anybody's there. It's a little flat spot that looks out across Seven Oaks. It's a place I've camped there before. down there on Chinks Lake Road by the entrance to Camp Alpine Meadows. In fact, I called the guy that runs Alpine Meadows. He hasn't called me back. Zev, he's got a first name starts with Zev or Zara. I forget his first name. I'm getting a little goofy from bad sleeping hours and the smoke. Yesterday really kicked my butt. You're welcome, Glenn. Yeah, it's really looking good over here. Big Bear's the one it's trying to get the Big Bear, and it's trying to get up in Running Springs and Arrow Bear, Arctic Circle. Just cross your fingers and hope the wind, if it is coming Sunday, that it's not real bad. These guys are working like crazy with these dozers. Yesterday, I've never seen so many dozers. Everywhere I turned around, there was 2-3 dozers, more dozers. There's a couple dozers sitting right next to me here. They've kind of staged them up more, it seems like, over here. Where this guy's out cutting, they don't seem to have as many working here tonight. But I've got a very limited view. The smoke is so bad. I'm starting to sound like Kermit again. Kermit the Frog. So that's it for tonight. I'll be out tomorrow, hopefully a lot earlier, and maybe go at 3:30 and come across Arrow Bear, Big Bear, and then come back down to 38. Hopefully by evening, where it's still light. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.